Hello everyone, I am Angel and I am here to discuss the reproduction of plants and the reproduction of animals. First, let's define what is reproduction. Reproduction is a biological process by which an organism produces offspring. There are two types of reproduction, the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that does not involve gametes. Instead, a part of matured organism to develop a new individual. Sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that involves gamete to perform fertilization, by which a sperm cell and egg cell fuses together. Let's first discuss the asexual reproduction of plants and animals. There are four types of asexual reproduction. The binary fission, spoleration, budding, and fragmentation. Binary fission is a form of asexual reproduction in which an organism divides into two, each part carrying one copy of genetic material. Examples is the amoeba. Spoleration is a form of asexual reproduction in which an adult organism produces single-celled diploid spores that grow into adulting cells. Examples are the non-flowering plants such as ferns and fungi. Budding is a form of asexual reproduction wherein an organism produced by the detached body of its parents. Examples are the corals. Fragmentation is the method of asexual reproduction in which a piece of the body or fragments of the parents breaks up and develop into an independent offspring. Examples are the starfish. Let's now discuss the sexual reproduction of plants and animals. In plants, sexual reproduction happen or take place in the flowers. The transfer of male gamete from the stamen of the flowers to the stigma of the same or other flowers to produce seed is called pollination. So, how this process begins? Once a falling grain reaches the stigma of a suitable flower, a tube grows from the falling grain. This tube travels through the style and reaches the ovary. The male gamete from the pollen travels in this tube and reaches to the female gamete present in the ovule of the ovary. After that, the male and the female gamete fuse together to form the zygote. The zygote formed after the fertilization divides several times to form an embryo inside the ovule. The ovule develops a top coat and changes to a seed. In sexual reproduction of animals, fertilization occurs, in which a sperm cell and egg cell fuse together to form a zygote. Fertilization may occur inside or outside the female's body. So, how this process happens? When one sperm among all the others is able to penetrate the egg cell, then the egg releases certain chemicals. These chemicals make sure that no other sperm will penetrate this egg. The process begins when the male nucleus from the sperm fuses with the female nucleus. The fusion stimulates a cascade of reaction which will further give rise to several successive cell divisions. The consecutive cell divisions then give rise to an embryo that will further develop into an organism. Let's compare and contrast the reproduction of plants and the reproduction of animals using a Venn diagram.